Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Diademia Aftermath. We are on episode 4, I believe, of... What's this one called? I just named it. Episode 4, Blood and Family. We are picking up on the dumpster fire itself, which is nighttime, if I believe. Arya stayed on the ship, and Arlo and Bodhi decided to go out on the town just to see how it is. And Arlo was able to notice that the arrival of the Blood Wolf Queen... Oh, Rhodey, not Bodhi. Ha! The arrival of the Blood Wolf Queen, due to her airship that arrived. So, things are pretty hectic. Am I missing anything? Oh wait, it probably would help if I unmute myself. Oh yeah. Can y'all think of anything else? Besides the fact that y'all arrived at Vagrant City and kinda got registered as trading company, and
I know Arya and Rhodey explored the city for a while. They even got an enchanted map that shows the location of where they're at in the city. And I know Joseph asked Arya to send Coffee a message, to which she didn't like that too much. And let's see. I know we got the group of mercenaries that were in the tavern, that were in Alendi's vision. We kind of agreed. They agreed to kind of give Arlo information when they do meet the Blood Wolf Queen that morning, the next morning. And yeah, at the very end, Arlo and Rhodey see the Blood Wolf Queen ship kind of like fly into the docks, and both her and Arlo were basically like, "Oh, fuck." So yeah, I think that's pretty much where we left off.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the only other thing was the book and showing images of like the past, and we all kind of realized, or we all kind of discussed going and finding like Mei Li and somebody else. I forgot who it was.
I think it was just Mei Li.
Yeah. To try and figure out more about Alendi's visions.
Because I think Rhodey was also in the vision too, but Rhodey's with us, so...
Yeah. Pseudo Rhodey. Let's see here. Back on the dumpster fire, which ignore the scene itself, but Alendi, you are in your captain's quarters, and, well, are you in your captain's quarters? You said you were gonna go to bed, but I don't know if you're being serious or just,
Yeah, I can be in bed.
What are you up to?
Who, me?
Yes.
Sleeping.
Elves don't sleep.
Hey,
I'm doing the long rest meditation.
Oh, you're just like kumbaya-ing it on top of your bed?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Cause I gotta figure out how to find Mei Li anyway. I don't know. Oh well, I guess I know what the direction to the church. All right, perception. 21.
Itch comes out, and he's just like looking at you while you're meditating. What you doing, Captain?
Oh, just thinking on our next move.
Oh. But why are you doing it so weird?
Meditation calms me and kind of slows down all the other thoughts in my mind and just helps me focus on what I need to focus on. Is there something you need, Itch?
No. I mean, the others haven't made it back yet, so.
So?
I thought I would bother you instead.
I don't know what to say. Okay. Is nobody else on the ship, or?
Arya is, in the kitchen area, but, you know, she's a wolf, so there's that.
You can't talk to other creatures?
I don't think I've tried.
Oh, why don't you go try?
Hey, thanks.
Well, because she's actually sleeping. She's not, you know, just crisscross applesauce on her bed.
Not giving me anything. What am I supposed to ask this little shithead? Oh, heavens above, give me guidance.
No guidance for you.
I know, right? Like, okay, what do you need? Nothing. So why are you here?
worried,
I don't know.
Captain?
Not worried per se, just unsure of what we should do next. I know we must find Mei Li, but after that, I'm not sure where to go. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on the subject?
Well, I guess
You know
it
my mother
depends.
better than I do.
Your mom?
I said, yeah, you know my mother better than I do.
Oh, I met her once or twice.
So do you have any thoughts on where we should go once we reach, after we find Mei Li?
No.
That was a very hesitant no.
Well, because I don't know.
You're not very helpful, are you?
I'm looked helpful. You just have to ask better questions, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to say to the little thing now. I have no idea what questions I should ask.
So, about earlier, when I met Arya,
Yes. What about earlier?
are people weirded out by, people that, or things that look like me?
It depends on what you look like. You kind of look like a little monster, so a little monster coming out of nowhere would terrify anybody.
So I'm terrified?
No, just the fact that you popped out of nowhere.
So if I didn't pop out of nowhere.
Correct.
You know,
Give people time to realize that you're not something dangerous just appearing out of nowhere.
I think I can work on that.
Good, good.
Okay, I'm gonna go bug Arya. See you later, Captain.
Yes.
And he just like floats off.
Okay. Goes back into meditation mode.
Meanwhile, on in the city. What's Arlo and Rhodey doing?
Well, we saw the airship, correct?
Yes.
Probably gonna rush back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Arlo's first thought was, crap, my sister might be in trouble. Goes off to go look for her.
Okay. Give it about 5 to 10 minutes and you'll hurriedly make it back to the ship without, intentionally drawing attention to yourself. But yeah, you make it back on the ship. No problem.
Arlo looks through the kitchen door. Arya, are you in here? Comes walking in. And he sees Arya curled up in a ball, sleeping, and Itch next to her.
Just
Itch.
staring at her. Stare.
Yeah, hi, Arlo.
What are you doing?
I'm seeing if I can talk to dog.
Do you have animal handling skills?
No, I never handled an animal before.
You probably won't be able to speak dog then.
Do you have animal handling skills?
And so the
Yes,
dumpster
yes
fire
he
has
does.
begun.
Yes he does. Yes he does. Yeah, I've got a little bit of animal handling.
Oh, maybe you can teach me how to talk.
Probably another time. Where's the captain?
He's in his room looking weird, sitting on his bed.
You know what? I think I'll
You know, I don't think I'll talk to the captain.
I'll go check. I'll go check.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I'll go talk to the captain. Arlo comes up and he knocks on the door. Hey, Capitan, you busy in there?
Nope, come in.
Kind of honest, sir. I'm kind of afraid to. But
Oh, no.
all right. Opens the door. Okay. Anyway, Captain, we might have a problem.
Why is your face so red?
Don't worry about it.
There's nothing wrong with her face. Just listen.
Continue. What's wrong?
The Blood Wolf bitch's ship is docking.
Well, that's not good.
No. What are your orders, Captain?
We should probably slip on out of here, but we should do some reconnaissance before then.
That's fine and dandy, Captain, but I do have information I need to pick up in the morning, so if we could maybe stick around for a little bit longer so I can get that information, because I paid good hard-earned coin for it.
Alright, we'll do a recon mission tonight and come back here, and once the sun rises, you can go get your information and we'll hopefully be able to sneak out of here before she notices that we're here.
Rightio, Captain.
Sounds good to me.
So y'all are just bedding down for the night, or?
No, we're all about to go spy on this ship.
We're gonna go recon.
Oh, okay.
We're not trying to like sneak onto the ship. Jeez, we just want to.
No,
see
we're
what's
just
going
gonna
on.
kind of just keep a low profile and just
Just
watch.
look around, see what's going on. You know, why does that face look like a y'all are fucking up face?
I think that's the face where he was like, I didn't plan on an encounter on the ship tonight.
Well, yeah, I didn't build another ship, so this is about to be Theater of the Freaking Mind, Part 12. But
That's fine. That's fine. You just set the scene. We'll play off the scene that you said.
okay, so
So we're gonna get absolutely no information.
Yeah,
Thank goodness
pretty
my
much.
characters don't know about this.
make a round of stealth checks, because I imagine y'all aren't just like, hey, yo, Blood Wolf B. How you doing?
31.
31 for stealth?
Yeah.
26.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself so I don't ruin this for everyone.
Oh no!
I haven't rolled it yet, but I'm just saying.
Just to be safe.
That's 22 plus guidance.
Yeah, we're good.
So
Yeah, y'all are fine.
24. That was amazing.
So how do y'all want to get on the ship? Are you using like your boots there, Captain, or are y'all? Just...
We're not trying to get on the ship. We just kind of want to see the ship close enough to where we can get some information as far as like how many people, how strong they look.
Yeah, we're gonna pull out
on
the
the
spyglass.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
a...
Put on the fake glasses and mustache.
First off, I got a 31. My mustache is fantastic. I don't know about y'all's.
You're a stealth mustache, so nobody sees it, so you don't have one.
Aw.
Do a perception check, just to scan the area, see who you see walking about.
19.
21.
Okay.
Yes! Good perception checks.
Let's see.
This never bodes well when you're
20.
rolling good at the beginning.
I know. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be like actual
Brody
confrontation.
says,
You're like, oh, I have to use my charisma? Okay.
You got a really good one as well. I got a 20.
Ooh. Over the course of the next few minutes, you're able to see various guards kind of like posting in and out of the ship. They're not staying stationary for too long. Apparently, she likes to keep them rotating just for prosperity's sake. You do notice that similar guards are traversing over different layers of the ship and like coming out on the balcony or the side railing of it to check and see if the coast is clear. But aside from the repeats, overall you're able to see roughly 10 guards that are just doing outside perimeter checks. And then you're not able to see like within the ship itself. But nothing, their movement and everything seems, relatively normal. It's just like you're on a long night shift of, okay, monitor this area. However, their pattern isn't necessarily a pattern, so they might visit the same levels frequently and then switch and do like the top level or vice versa. It doesn't seem like they have like a set,
There's no discernible pattern we
Yeah.
can determine.
I don't think we're sneaking on the ship, Captain.
Well, it's a good thing that wasn't our plan.
Yes, we've got the information that we could acquire, but not enough that we wanted. But it is what it is. It'll be fine.
And we
Yeah,
didn't
let's
see
go.
her.
Rhodey, make a
Do I see myself?
intelligence saving throw.
no.
What can I do for saving throws? I don't want to mess this one up. Okay, I'll just do it.
I need resistance. Give this woman resistance.
12.
Okay, so you feel like a migraine just like plunged into your skull as you see yourself from roughly a year ago come out on the balcony of the airship. You yourself aren't like a guard or anything like that, so you're just traversing the ship as normal. You walk out on the upper docks just to look at the night sky, but you notice from the intense pain in your head that she also is reciprocating it, and collectively y'all take a total of
Oh, taking damage.
let me roll some of these.
This is gonna be psychic damage.
Yeah. 16 points of psychic damage.
So that's half, since she takes half and I take half. Or
yes.
did you? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood that correctly. All right.
And at the same time, there's like a undisclosed force that's preventing you from like moving any closer in that direction, if that makes sense.
Just me or all of us?
Just you.
Can we tell that Rhodey's in pain?
Are you looking at Rhodey or are you looking at the ship?
I mean, we're kind of all together, so.
I mean,
like,
yeah, you notice her like grab her temple and kind of like wince in the pain that she's receiving currently.
You all right?
I'll be fine. I don't know what's wrong, but
Do we all see other Rhodey?
Well, are you looking at Rhodey, or are you looking at Rhodey? You can't look in two different directions.
I mean, you can slowly, like, I can see that somebody walks onto the deck and then hear Rhodey over here, like, wincing in pain.
I imagine the Rhodey wincing in pain would draw your attention presently, but after you see that she's okay, you can see on the ship that there is another Rhodey.
Well, boys and girls, I think our field trip is over. We should probably head back to the ship.
Whatever you say, Capitan.
most definitely.
Make a insight
Stop
check.
looking.
A what?
Insight check.
I got an 8.
So did I.
I got a 19. Or were y'all insight checking me?
Oh, no.
Okay.
What did you say you got,
A 19.
Lindy?
An 8.
Oh my gosh. I knew it was going to crash here sooner
Yeah.
or later.
I think I'm gonna start rolling regular die.
Don't blame it on the digital dice.
I am.
In that moment, you can hear someone call out to Rhodey, the other Rhodey. The voice sounds very familiar to
Both of us.
all of you.
Oh no.
Arlo, you recognize it to be Beatrix, and obviously Alindy, and well, Rhodey would also recognize Beatrix as well. But Alindy, you would recognize it as the Blood Wolf Queen, aka your mother.
And the look on Arlo's face when he sees her, his blood is boiling right now.
And what does she say?
She
What
just
is she-
calls out to Rhodey. And a little bit passes, and she comes out onto that top balcony as well. And Rhodey kind of like looks over to her, and for like a fraction of a second, the Blood Wolf Queen looks over in the direction of the three of you, And you could
Okay, now it's
swear-
time to actually leave.
You could swear, Arlo, that you could
Okay, now it's time to actually leave.
swear, Arlo, that she's looking like directly at you specifically.
I use my wingy boots to fly over to Arlo and grab him and start flying back to the fucking ship.
Not instant!
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Let me grab you with my flying boots.
Oh my god!
We're wingy booting out of this bitch.
Oh my god!
So
No!
this vision of Captain Alindy coming to the rescue, flies over with his wingy boots and grabs onto Arlo. Arlo's like, "What?
Can I make a dexterity saving throw?
Sure.
No, it's too late.
Acrobatic.
I've already got
If
you.
you're trying to get out of this, whisking away.
Fuck! I got a 9.
Nope. And
I
there's
got a
Arlo,
24.
And there's Lindy.
And Arlo is just like, let me go, you son of a bitch!
It's not time to be hasty. Time to head back to the ship. Meow.
Oh my god.
See Rhodey just like,
I'm really confused.
So eventually y'all make it back to the dumpster fire. All adventures aside, what would you all like to do?
I'm moving the ship to be stealthy. To kind of like just hide the ship away from the docks.
Well, Captain, can we just fly different color sails and flags?
We could, but I would also prefer not to be around. So we'll just kind of hover around the other side of the town.
Aye, aye, Captain. And Brody goes and makes it happen.
Okay.
She directs the Shadow crew.
They all seem to get into position. They don't require sleep or anything. And the ship.
I don't think they require my intervention either, since he can direct them in his mind.
the ship,
I just wanted to feel important from the first mate.
You do that to the person that's already doing
Already
that.
doing it, yes. That's right. You're doing that because I said so.
Look at you. So yeah, the ship is able to undock and safely maneuver its way away from that airship collective.
Alright, I'm concentrating hard enough to send Arlo to the fucking Shadow Realm.
Oh gosh.
what?
To the Shadow Realm with you. I think it's this one.
Dude, you're not evil in this campaign.
Is this where Arlo dies? Find out next time on the Dumpster Fire.
Wow. We can't make this up, ladies and gents. This is the real deal. So you appear as well with Alindy, Arlo in the Shadowfell area. Before you is the woman, the Mind Flayer woman that y'all met earlier, and then Itch is also manifested.
Any particular reason why you brought me here?
Would you like to explain your sudden burst of emotions?
No, not particularly.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a question. It was more of a demand.
And I think I could just make a suggestion. You can go kiss an ogre's ass.
Well, I mean, I could leave you here and we can carry on with what we're doing until you can get your emotions in check, or you can explain to me what happened and we can both go back to the ship. Your decision.
Or how about I just tell you it won't happen again and I'll just be my merry, happy self.
But you see, we can't all trust words. Now kill me.
Perhaps you can't.
Lindy starts kind of shadowing himself, or kind of engulfing himself in shadows, and just kind of looks at her and is like, okay, I'll see you later then.
Bye, Captain.
Goes back to the ship.
Oh gosh!
You got left with the mind flare. You can always ask her questions.
Is Arlo doing anything here?
Looks at the mind flare woman. So, got any plans later?
Can't say that I have.
Perhaps I could take you on a date sometime. Have a nice chat. Perhaps over some nice dinner. Since I'm probably going to be here for a while.
Itch looks at you and he's like, is this animal handling?
No, not even close.
Oh, okay.
You know what you should tell the captain, though, Itch?
What?
I'm pretty sure he would love it if you keep telling him to go kiss an ogre's ass.
To kiss an ogre's ass? I'll go do that now. He vanishes. Oh god.
Arlo and Alendi are getting along so well. I freaking love it.
Y'all are sailing for most of the night. Trying to see right before dawn. It'd probably be about here-ish.
Question.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I'm in the right place on the because none of the ship is doing that on my screen. It's weird. Oh, but I am, because you're moving pieces around. There we go.
Hey, music! Woo! Dance party!
What happened?
I just started hearing music.
Yeah, because I pushed play on it. So back on the ship, wherever Lindy is, Itch kind of like appears behind you. And he's like, Captain, I got something that'll make you happy.
If it's you telling me to go kiss an ogre's ass, I will destroy you.
How did you know?
Oh, just a hunch.
Have you kissed a lot of ogres' asses before?
It's just a saying, Itch. To try and make someone angry.
Oh, I don't see how that would make you angry.
I'm just sailing the ship around at this point.
Daytime arrives and Arya.
It's about to freak the fuck out.
I can. I don't know where she is.
Arya turns back into.
Brody's not even on the board right now.
Yeah.
What? She's
I
in
don't know.
the captain's quarters. Where
No,
I
she's
left
not.
her. Okay, fine. She's right here.
Funny, because I can move my.
Wait, where are y'all at?
I'm at the wheel. I'm at the helm.
Oh my gosh.
Maria's in the kitchen area.
Not in my. I'm not showing up on the board, which is weird.
What? I thought you just moved her.
Yes, but like you know how your little icon is supposed to show up in the top left corner.
Mm-hmm.
You're
It's
you're
not.
there. I see it.
Yeah, I see you.
It's weird.
Weird.
It's not
You're
there.
standing right in front of the
I mean, I see my piece. I see my actual
Oh,
Mini.
so like it's not showing up in the list next to.
Yeah, so like that's why I couldn't find her. I mean,
Yeah, mine's not showing up either, so don't feel too
okay.
bad. Yeah.
All right. It's just weird.
Trying to see. So, Itch looks at you, Arya, as you turn back. Good morning, Arya.
She's makes him a little insta. Morning, Itch. And she's kind of looking around. Itch, have you seen my brother?
Not since you told me to tell the captain to kiss an ogre's ass.
He did what?
He's in the Shadowfell realm.
Wait, why?
The captain
What
took
did he
him there.
do? Arya rushes to go find Alendi.
Itch, you son of a bitch.
Just sailing.
Yep. Said Alendi sees Arya kind of like running over to him.
Good morning, Arya. How are you this wonderful morning?
Captain, where's my brother?
As of right now, he's cooling off in the Shadowfell.
Why?
Oh, well, you see, we ran into a problem last night, and he overexerted himself.
How so?
Well, he tried to put himself into mortal danger. I pulled him out and proceeded to bring him somewhere so he could cool off without getting the rest of us killed.
Arya, this was actually probably a good idea.
Well, I'm sure he's cooled off by now, right?
Would you like to find out?
Captain, I've got a suggestion. I think Arya is feeling a little stressed right now. How about you send me and I'll check on him.
I think sending her would probably be the best idea. But I'll send both of you. Itch, take them to the Shadowfell.
Oh, you mean now?
Yes, that would mean now, you
Oh, okay.
wonderful, wonderful creature.
If we run into any ogres, I'll give him your number, Captain.
I'm gonna destroy you.
I think I know what the problem was. I didn't switch it back to the other thing. So that is not there. And instead it is that. And then Arya and Rhodey both appear in the Shadowfell realm. So many guests as of late.
And of course, Arya sees her brother. Arlo, are you all right? And he's kind of like just curled up into a ball, kind of like lifts up his head a bit, like a little groggy, yawns. Sees his sister, gets up, stretches, walks over, before sitting down, wagging his tail.
Good morning, madam.
Morning.
I think I can take this puppy off of your hands.
That would be most
So-
agreeable.
She's tired of getting hit on all night.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and ask Arlo. So Arlo, are you gonna do anything rash like that again? At least for anytime in the near future?
I don't quite understand what I did that was so rash.
Well, that was not a good time.
I mean, I was angry, but I
Yes.
didn't do anything.
Well, we couldn't know that. You very well could have done something, and at that moment, I was not in any shape to even assist.
Rhodey, I'm hurt. You honestly think I would lose my cool and possibly endanger my sister
Rudy,
in the
I mean,
process.
I, Arlo, I've only known you a week. I don't have a whole lot to go on.
Perhaps. But then again, I haven't really done anything to keep you on caution now, did I?
This is true.
Regardless, what's done is done.
Okay. But I think in the future we don't always have to announce our intentions. But I think it's a good idea to let the other members in the crew that you're with know that you're not going to do anything rash, because your actions gave the impression that maybe you were going to do something rash. And we have
Whatever
to,
you say, Rhodey. Whatever you say.
I just think it's a look. You're right. You've never given me a reason not to trust you.
Ari's just looking between
And
Rhodey and Arlo. She's talking to him and he's growling at her. And she's just like.
So, I think we've come to a good understanding. I'm not mad at you. I'm not angry at you. And I hope you're not angry with me or with the captain. It was his actions were in keeping with, taking care of the crew. The crew is
Perhaps.
always,
But
he's the
we
ultimate-
weren't supposed to be giving attention to ourselves, Rhodey. What he did not only brought attention, but endangered you. What if your past self saw you that night? There were other ways of dealing with this.
I don't disagree, but the captain used his judgment at the time.
I kind of question his judgment at times, not gonna lie.
Always the bad guy, I guess. Always the bad guy, never the good guy. Arya, make a insight check to see if you can kind of piece together what they're getting at from all this growly mumbo jumbo.
A 16.
You can feel like the emotions of your brother, and
Arya kind of steps forward. Arlo, I know you may have your doubts, but we don't have a choice. If we don't settle this within the year, we're all going to die. Don't you understand? Arlo kind of like looks to his sister, and he just lets out a sigh. All right, whatever you say. I'm done talking about this.
I don't think it has to be brought up again.
And Arya's just like, can we go back now? She's like getting creeped out by the Shadowfell realm.
Madam, can you please send us back?
and she waves her hand, and the three of you vanish. And hopefully, if I do this right, appear back. Why is it nighttime?
Because you never changed it to daytime?
It's been nighttime on our boards the whole time.
Oh. I think I'm figuring. Sweet. There we go. Dire wolf. You all appear back on the ship.
Well, good morning, Arlo. You look, well rested, like a whole new dire wolf.
Arlo kind of just scoffs and trots off. I'm sorry, Captain. Whatever he did, I'm sure he won't do it again.
You
Oh,
do
it's
not.
fine.
Arya, please don't apologize for your brother. There's no need for that.
I know. It's just I know sometimes he can be a little difficult to deal with at times.
Oh, no, he wasn't difficult at all.
What, pray tell, is going on today in particular? I thought we were going to stay at the docks at Vagrant.
Who is talking right now?
Joseph, as he comes up.
Oh, well, you see, Mother decided that she wanted to pay a visit.
Right.
So we decided that it would be prudent to stay away for a little bit.
Fair enough.
Arya, don't you have some information to pick up?
I do? Arlo never told her about it. Because he was sent to the Shadowfell realm. He didn't have time to write it down in the journal.
Yes, we arranged for some intelligence information, and we just need to go make the payoff and pick it up.
Oh, okay. Where do I need to go?
We need to go back to the bar.
Well, time to swing the ship around to the docks and drop you lovely ladies off. And so I swing the ship around. Start turning the ship back towards the city. You know, lose some altitude. Bring her in for a nice soft landing.
Do we see the ship anywhere?
The Blood Wolf Queen's ship?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of in the same area that you last saw it.
But there's a way for us to get back into the docks without being noticed so easily.
Like the
I mean,
ship's far enough for
does
us
she-
not to notice it.
Does she know this ship yet?
She shouldn't know it yet, no.
Okay.
Captain, roll a captain's check.
Oh no.
Just
A 15.
The ship.
Can I roll a first mate check?
I got a 15.
Can I roll a first mate check?
Sure.
Yeah, we're supposed to land it like this. No. We're gonna land it like this.
I got a 33.
Okay. More so with Rhodey's help. Y'all are able to come across a council that wasn't there previously until the ship got its recent upgrades, but after Rhodey like fiddles with it enough, you see as it like changes the outside appearance of the dumpster fire to look like
Nice.
a different ship.
Nice. What do you think about this, Captain?
Ah,
Come
that'll
on,
do.
I-
That'll
I can
do. That'll do. It looks hideous, but it's at least we won't be noticed.
Well, to be fair,
Arlo scoffs to himself.
to be fair, the dumpster fire looks pretty hideous itself. So I don't think it's any worse for
I
wear.
am wounded.
Hey, the dumpster fire may look hideous, but it's beyond functional.
This ship is my life. This
It's-
is my soul. How could you wound me
It's an amazing
so
ship.
deeply?
It's nothing to say for how it looks, though. I think
Off
that-
with you. Off with you. Go
And
retrieve
no,
whatever you
listen.
need. Get off of this,
Okay.
what you would call ugly, disgusting ship.
I'd never said disgusting.
He kind of like looks up into the sky, like acting disgusted.
And Arya's just like, oh, Captain, please don't be mad at Rhodey. I'm sure she didn't mean it.
He just kind of chuckles to himself.
Fine. Come on, Arya. I'm fine.
Okay.
Like I said, ladies, off with you. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Don't forget to see the sights.
Right.
We go directly to what's the name of that tavern bar?
As my computer freaks out as it's loading like 7,000 pixels.
I was.
Don't feel too bad. Mine's freaking out too. I'm like, oh no.
Got the wrong notepad, and I don't know where the other one is. Tall Ale Tavern. It's the Tall Ale Tavern. Right.
So you make it back to the Tall Ale Tavern. Outside of it, Joseph kind of looks at you all. Arya, I think you were supposed to look like a halfling girl.
Okay. She kind of like looks around and while getting her disguise kit, she's just like looking around to see where she could get changed before finding like a small shop and just going into there. May I use the restroom, please?
Oh gosh.
And Rhodey pulls out her little first mate's book and takes a note that says, "We need to develop we need to work on Arya's confidence." and you know, folds her notepad up and puts it back in her pocket.
A few moments later, Arya comes back out. She is disguised as a halfling girl.
Right. That'll do. I'm going to make good work of this list that Arya was kind enough to write out for me. Will you ladies be fine here?
We'll be all right.
Right. We'll be okay.
Okay. I'll meet you all back at the ship.
Okay. Bye, Joseph.
Bye. And he kind of like starts heading off.
Arya kind of like stands in front of the tavern door, and she's just shaking.
All right, Arya, you can do this. We'll be fine. I'm right here. I'm right here with you.
Okay.
I've got your back.
Oh, okay. She reaches for the door, opens the door to the tavern, and she walks in. And she kind of like leans over to Rhodey. What do these people look like again?
Well, DM.
So there is a goblin that you've met, a Githyanki female, a human male, and what appears to be I'm pretty sure he's a Goliath.
And it was the Githyanki female that we dealt with, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. So,
Yeah, it's a Goliath.
yeah.
No.
So, we walk up to the Githyanki female.
Good morning. How is everyone today?
Very well. How are you?
Good. My family member Arlo told me to come here to get some information from you guys.
Oh, you're with Arlo.
Yeah.
You're family members with him?
More like a family friend, relative. I kind of see him as a brother.
Oh. Well, apparently he wanted us to find out information about a meeting we had earlier today at the docks with a woman by the name of Beatrix. Do you know her?
Oh, I can't say I've heard of her. No.
Oh, well, apparently, she is hiring us for a specific job to find out information about a crew. It's kind of like a crew of misfits.
Oh, crew, you don't say.
Yes, what was What's their names? She said, they probably had a ringleader named Orgy. I'm not sure if that's a real name or an alias.
Aria kind of takes out her notepad, starts writing all this down.
And, yeah. As much information as we can find out about that. So, if,
I see.
At this point, Rhodey wants to do an insight check.
okay.
And casting guidance. So that'll be 25.
Okay. You are studying her body language, and she does not seem to be like lying or anything of that nature.
Is she leaving anything out?
Huh?
Is she leaving anything out? Can I tell?
Not so far. She's more or less confused because she isn't sure why Arlo gave the warning that like the Blood Wolf Queen is like bad news.
And does she give off any indication that, do I need to perform another insight check, but does she give off any indication that she suspects that we are the subject of the Blood Wolf Queen's request?
She does look at you specific for a little bit, but she more or less is talking to the halfling.
Because I'm standing back, it probably wasn't a good idea for me to come, but this is a little too late to be worrying about that. Because there was the off chance that they might have seen me a year ago. My year ago self in that meeting. So
Rhodey could say she has a twin.
yeah. But you're doing the talking. I'm just kind of standing back taking notes.
Do you know if he needed any other specific information?
Oh, I really can't say. I guess really anything that you guys maybe perhaps overheard her saying, or...
Well, she wasn't too fond of that crew, whoever they are, and they must have done her wrong somehow. But I couldn't pick up any, like, ill will towards us. It more or less was just another transaction of hiring mercs to do a job.
I see. Did you happen to take the job by chance?
We told her we would consider it. It is a pretty, hefty job. There's sounding like quite a few members to this team. We're just weighing our options.
I see. Well, thank you so much for this information.
No problem. And if you see Arlo, tell him I hope he's doing well.
I will. You all have a good day.
You as well.
And she
kind of like
hurries out of the tavern.
And Rhodey just follows out, just calmly, nonchalantly. And then once out of eyeshot of the front door of the tavern, she kind of walks a little quicker to catch up to Arya, and she says, "You did a wonderful job, Arya. I'm really proud of you. You you should be.
Thank you.
You should be more confident in your abilities.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
You certainly can. I wouldn't tell you these things if it weren't true.
I appreciate it. We should probably get back to the captain.
Well, certainly. We haven't even slowed down yet, so we'll be there as quick as you can.
Right, I'm sorry for moving so fast.
You're fine. You're fine. We don't want to move too fast. We don't want to call attention to ourselves, but I don't think.
Right. She kind of like
Right.
drastically slows down her walking speed.
All right, so just keeping an eye, on the surroundings. I just want to make sure that no one looks suspicious. Either looks suspicious or is looking suspicious at us.
Okay. Do a perception check.
With guidance.
Arya got a 19.
Okay.
And Rhodey got a 24.
Okay. No, y'all aren't able to notice anyone kind of like looking at either of you more than just like if you pass someone, they might acknowledge your presence, but other than that, it's just normal.
And I've slowed her down to a normal pace at this point.
And Art is just continuously apologizing for going too
Stop
fast or going
apologizing.
too slow.
You must stop this. I mean, Arya, you are a perfectly capable young woman. You can handle anything.
And Ari just has her mouth shut now.
I'm trying to remember if I have any. I don't.
As y'all are making your way back, you hear a help! Help somebody! Somebody help!
Rhodey, did you hear that?
Did. And do I see anything? Do I see where the calls for help are coming from? Do I see anyone else noticing?
There's like a older woman calling out to anyone in the crowd, but most people are just like passing her by. She's a halfling, much older than most halflings that you've seen. Her hair is all gray. It's tied back in a braid that comes over her shoulder, but she's just like pleading to everyone.
Before I approach her, I'm going to do an insight check.
Okay.
With guidance. Uh, 21.
Okay. You're able to look at her expressions. She definitely has a worried look on her face. There's like, she has freckles and glasses, but it's mostly in her eyes. You can see that there's like that desperate plea there. As she's like frantically looking between people to see if anyone would pay her any attention.
Arya's already heading to her.
Right. All right, I think we're going to get involved. And I follow her over there.
Ma'am, is everything all right?
Oh, darling, yes, it's my Snickers. Oh, my poor Snickers. She's
dear.
gone missing.
Snickers? Who's Snickers?
Oh, she's my kitten.
Oh no! What does she look like? I'll help you find her.
She's a, gray tabby. She has stripes. You can tell how she is. She should have a bow, tied around her neck.
And where was the last time you saw her?
I'm going to touch Arya on the shoulder and cast resistance.
What does that do?
It gives you a D4 on any saving throw. Anytime soon.
Okay.
If there's one thing I learned after my year with the Blood Wolf Queen and how that year ended, I don't trust anyone.
So she goes over the tale of how every morning she makes food for Snickers, and the kitten comes out and she eats her meal pretty regularly. This particular morning, she put her food out for her just outside of her house, and now it's coming here high noon, and not an ounce of the food has been touched. And I'm just worried. I don't know where she might be.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll find her for you.
Arya, you know, first, you shouldn't make promises you couldn't keep. You may not be able to keep. And second, I don't know that we have time for this.
But the poor woman wants her cat.
I know. I know, but
Stax's face.
Because
Arya's out here fucking up.
And the captain's like, these fucking.
Arya's out here fucking up, and Stax is just like, oh yes, please play it. You're gonna die.
Because he knows how Arya works.
You're gonna die real good, real soon.
oh goodness. Arya.
Great.
Ma'am, I, I'm sure your cat is fine, and if it's not fine, I'm sure another will come along. Just leave your food out, and the
Arya's
cat
just
will
like,
start eating it.
Rody?
Listen, I'm a lover of life. I'm a lover of all things wild and not wild. I'm a lover of animals, but this isn't our responsibility. We have to. We have responsibilities, and right now we cannot get sidetracked from those responsibilities. We are just not in a good situation. We're a little vulnerable out here right now. We need to get back to the ship.
Rhodey's about to find out how assertive Arya can be.
She's like, we about to find this cat one way or another.
You go back to the ship. I'm staying. The dire wolf in her comes out.
No. Arya then kind of like gives Rhodey the journal. Then you can go back.
No,
I'm gonna
you're
help this
coming,
woman.
Arya, you're coming with me.
No, Rhodey. I'm going to help this woman find her cat. I promised her.
Alright, I'm gonna pull Arya to the side.
She's gonna resist.
No, I'm not gonna pull her away. I'm gonna pull her to the side.
Scene.
And I'm gonna say, Arya, do you remember what you said to your brother this morning? That we have to be careful and not do anything crazy that could jeopardize
But
what we
what's
have
crazy about finding a cat?
what we have to accomplish within this year, or we will all be dead at the end of this year. Do you recall that you said those very words to your brother?
And she frowns and she kind of like looks, upset.
I'm upset. We can always check back. Next time we come into town, we can check back with this lady. Ask her if she's found a new cat or if she's found her cat, and I will keep an eye out. I'm pretty good with animals. I will keep an eye out, and maybe we'll find another cat for her, and we'll bring her a new cat. And then if she found her other cat, then she'll have two. All the better for her. All right?
Arya's kind of just looking at the ground, but she kind of like gives a slight nod.
And I walk over to the lady and I say, "Ma'am, we will definitely keep an eye out for your cat. Will you please describe her for me?"
Okay, she gives her the description. Basically, it's a gray tabby cat, has a pink bow tied to her neck. Little bit bigger than a kitten, but not as big as a cat.
All right. I'm going to remember that.
Okay.
And the next day that I change my spell list, I might have something I can do for her. When I select my spells tomorrow morning. and we'll go back to the ship.
Okay.
Counters cat all.
And I will
this your
keep my
cat?
eye out. I have a passive perception of 19. I will keep my eyes out for that cat.
Why do I sense like a meet the parents moment where Rhodey just like spray paints this other cat to look like this one? Looks nothing like it.
You see that, and the only thing that's playing in my head is like Pokemon encounters, where it's like. You have,
Pokey Kitty.
you have encountered a gray cat with pink bow. Oh no.
So you're making your way back. Do a perception check for me.
With guidance.
Both of us?
Yes.
That'll be 21 for me.
11.
Rhodey, you're able to see not too far from where the docks are, a woman in a crimson cloak standing with another person similar in a kind of like greenish cloak. You're very familiar with these two sets of colors because it's the ones that you and the Blood Wolf Queen kind of like trended whenever y'all were maneuvering through the city.
And I,
And Arya, you
Second.
see a kitten out the corner of your eye running into
Are you
an alley.
serious right now, Stacks? Are you serious right now?
Yes!
I told you it was coming. You didn't want to listen.
And Arya's just like, Snickers! And she goes to the cat.
And I grab
You
Arya's arm and I cast. Oh God, do I have silence? Do I have silence?
Can I roll a dex throw? What can I?
You want to roll a deck saving throw? You
Oh
have
God, and I'm
resistance.
okay. So
Oh no!
I got a 17 plus 4. 21.
Oh God, why did you give her that +4? No.
oh my God, I'm so close to just ghosting that cat. I am so close to it.
Oh God.
Oh.
No.
So Arya darts off to your left. You try and like grab onto her, but like you catch kind of mostly air than
Well, I
anything else.
immediately
Slippery
duck
snake.
into an alley. And try to keep my eye on Arya and see where she went.
Literally opposite directions of where your eyes are tracking, because like Arya's going this way, and then the Blood Wolf Queen and the other roadies this way. Make a
God.
intelligence saving throw, Rhodey.
You should have saved that +4 for yourself.
I should have.
Oh, that bit us in the ass.
I knew he was gonna do that. I knew it.
So predicts, yet when it happens, it always happens.
19. I really
So
could use that D4.
you're a little bit more familiar with what's happening because you're in close vicinity. Normally, you both would take 5 psychic damage. However, that's halved. So you take what's half
Two.
of 5?
3.
2.
Round it down.
Oh, 2.
As you wince, and you also see the cloaked figure in the green wince from too close vicinity of.
That's a bad thing though, because I'm sure that the Blood Wolf Queen could figure out what's going on. All right.
Make another perception check. Just ready.
Yeah, because somebody else's perception is on a gray cat.
That'll be 25.
Okay.
25.
You look up, and the Blood Wolf Queen isn't there.
Well,
Oh,
I'd already
no.
ducked into an alley to get out of sight.
Okay.
That was my first action.
Okay. So you might not have noticed anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing I wanted to do is to make sure I was out of sight. That's why I didn't follow and make a scene with Arya. I immediately just ducked out of sight, either blended into a group of people or got behind the nearest building, and just did my best to keep my eye on Arya.
Arya, make an investigation check to see if you can find this stray kitty.
16.
Okay. You see it like dart around a corner, and obviously like you're beelining it for it. So,
Snickers, come back!
you come across this corner, and like 2 steps in, you look, and this woman is like slowly petting the cat in her hands. And you look at her, and she is wearing a very elaborate crimson cloak. And as she looks at you, her face strikes you as something exotic, but also very beautiful. She's like, "Oh, is this yours, my dear?"
Oh, no, there was an older woman who's missing this cat, and I said I would help find it.
Oh, well, it seems a bit skittish. Do you want it? Maybe you
Arya
can take her
nods.
back? And she kind of like hands the kitty out towards Arya.
Arya kind of like pets Snickers to calm it down.
Roll an animal handling check.
16.
Okay. I'm trying to think here. So the woman hands the kitten off to you, and she looks at you, and she's like, do be safe, dear. The streets can be a little bit, hectic.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
And as you start to head back, you kind of like glance over your shoulder, and the woman isn't there anymore. She's like gone.
And she's just kind of like looking around, like, where'd you go?
I cast polymorph on myself into just a nondescript bird.
Okay. Tweet, motherfucker! Get back to the fucking ship!
Well, I should say a nondescript bird that's known to be not stupid. Maybe like a woodpecker.
Okay. So you have like this bird's eye view of the area. Do a perception check to see if you can locate Arya.
No clue what the stats are for a bird. I did not think I was going to be doing that.
You could. I imagine yours are better, so you could give it your stats.
Well, I rolled a natural 19, so let's assume.
Okay. Yeah, without much effort, you're able to scan the skies and see an aerial version of Arya down in her halfling form, not too far off.
And I'm just keeping an eye on her now at this point.
Okay.
And then, as soon as she hands the cat back, I'm just gonna wait until she does.
So Arya, you make it back to that old woman, not too far. Not too long after.
Ma'am?
Arrived. Yes. Oh, Snickers! Just like grabs the kitty and starts smothering it with hugs and kisses.
Or cat is in distress.
Yeah, it's like literally like she's holding on to it, and it's just like, oh, let me go. Oh, you found my sweet Snickers. Well, how can I ever repay you, young lady?
Oh, you don't have to repay me. You don't have to repay me.
Oh, nonsense. Oh, 1 second. And she, like, goes into her house, shuffles off, then comes back. She has, like, a neatly wrapped napkin package tied up with a bow, and she hands it off to you. This is my special nan bread. It's very good. I think you might like it.
Oh, thank you so much.
It has a bird. I swoop down and grab it and fly off with it.
So this bird swoops down, grabs this non-bread package, and like, pew, gone. She's like, oh.
I drop it in the sewers behind, in the street, and then I fly back around.
Oh, well, I spent all day on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, it's fine.
Brody's not happy right now.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
And, yep, Arya makes her way back to the ship.
No. Okay. All right. And I'm following, along just to make sure she gets there safely. And then, yeah.
Okay. Without much more effort or exhaustion, you all make it back to the ship. Joseph's already there. He has a bunch of the stock that he is having the shadow versions kind of direct to the lower areas, just from all the stuff that he's bought. Alindy, I think there's only a couple more things that should arrive within the hour, but after that we should be stocked up here pretty well for, I would imagine, half a month's travel.
Perfect. Let's get everything settled.
And as they're doing that, a frantic halfling Arya makes her way back onto the ship.
Well, you seem exhausted. How was your day?
At this point, that I land and resume back to my normal form.
You recognize, faintly, the visage of the bird before it turns back into Rhodey.
And Arya's just like, Rhodey?
Arya, if I didn't like you so much right now, I'd probably throw you overboard into the river.
Well, that was rude.
So she just went straight up to your mother and had an encounter with your mother because
What?
she refused to listen to me.
But
And I had to hide because we ran into myself and your mother.
Well,
Arya?
you both seem to be here and in good health, so I say all's well that ends well.
Yeah. It's not.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, Joseph looks over to Arya. Arya, have you ever met Alindy and my mother?
She
Alindy
has
and my
now.
mother. Alindy's mother, who also happens to be my mother.
Mine? Yeah, I think the proper form of that sentence would be
Alindy's
mine.
mother.
Mine and Alindy's mother.
Words are hard.
I don't know.
And,
Is that proper English? Shouldn't you put the other person first? So Alindy and my... No, it is
Alindy's
Alindy and
mother
my...
and mine.
No, Alindy and I's mother. Yeah, it's
Alindy and
Alindy
my
and
mother.
I's.
Alindy and my mother.
Arya kind of just shakes
Have
her
you ever
head
met
no.
the Blood Wolf?
Well, I hope not, because the answer to that question now is yes.
And Arya kind of like hands the notes over to Alendi. Excuse me. And she leaves.
Well, you seem to upset the poor girl.
At this point,
How do you feel about that?
At this point, I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Arya,
emotion.
Brody, it took one day.
She nearly jeopardized the entire mission. She almost upended it before it began.
What do you mean, Rhodey?
She refused to listen to me when this frantic old woman, and believe me, I'm as much a lover of nature and animals and helpless things as anyone. But this frantic old woman nearly derailed us all with a lost kitten, and she refused to heed my warning, and she had to run off and find a kitten.
Well, was the kitten at least cute?
I don't recall.
I bet it was. Then it was worth the risk.
Sometimes you confuse me, Captain. You send someone to the Shadowfell for looking angry at one moment, and you do nothing to the very same person's sister that nearly cost us a much worse catastrophe.
Well, how could you punish someone so adorable?
I don't disagree, but it's my job to do so.
Well, do what you must. Don't be too harsh now.
I'm not going to be harsh. I hope to get through to her.
Have been put on the opposite feet.
What do you mean by that?
I take my job in this role as your first mate seriously. And in that regard, I need to keep this ship sailing, and I need to keep the crew on task. And running after a lost kitten and nearly getting us caught by your mother, it's not part of that. It does not go towards accomplishing those goals. It wouldn't be such a bad thing if I hadn't warned her and made sure she understood the consequences of taking such action.
Well, I understand where you're coming from, Rhodey, but I also kind of understand Arya's perspective on it. I mean,
I do too. I do understand her perspective. I know exactly where she's coming from because I used to be that person. 15 years ago, I was that person.
the stakes are obviously higher. I mean, it goes without question that if we make the wrong move, any of us, it could be our undoing. But
And until I figure out a way to start shielding myself from the psychic damage I take every time I'm near myself, I'm in jeopardy every time I come near her. Which means that you are also in jeopardy if you have to rely on me in a moment of foggy mind. We have to solve that problem. We have to find a way to make sure we avoid it until then.
this is true. Captain?
Do you have any kind of mind shielding, Captain? You seem to have many, many different kinds of spells. Maybe you can shield my mind.
As far as I know, I have no way to shield your mind. But the question is, are you going to punish her for both of you searching for a cat, or were you just essentially en route to the ship when you discovered my mother?
We were en route to the ship when she saw the cat. And when I tried to warn her not to run after it, because this was at the very same time we saw your mother. And I tried to get her to stop, and she did not do so.
Did she deliberately avoid you, or did she...
Yes, she did. She made a dexterity check to make sure I couldn't grab her.
She made a dexterity throw, you fucking asshole. Okay, well, I mean,
She turned a cartwheel and did a backflip when I grabbed for her. Is that enough of a description?
Well, I'm just trying to find out if she knew my mother was there, because clearly she doesn't know who my mother is, so
She did.
I would assume that if she knew she was there, she wouldn't have done that. But it's not like you were
would have to
actively
assume.
looking for the cat, so she just happened to see it. So how can you punish someone?
I'm not
for...
going to punish her. I think she's already received enough punishment in my stern talking to.
See, there's the difference. Arlo actively... What? There was a possibility Arlo would have acted in rage. You felt it, I felt it. She wasn't really acting against my mother. She was just trying to find a poor kitten.
I don't disagree with you. I don't
But
disagree
like I
with
said,
you.
all's well that ends well. We're all here. We're still safe. So maybe
I don't
should...
know that your mother was fooled. I think your mother's suspicions are aroused.
Well, thank goodness we'll be off soon then.
I think the
Joseph, how
sooner the
long do we
better.
have? An hour?
I hope it's sooner. Let's unhook the damn ropes now and make way.
He looks and the last packagings are arriving at the ship. Should be a few minutes here more, Captain, and then we can be on our way. I'll go check on
Well-
Arya and make sure the food and everything is stocked.
I'll have the rest of the crew prepare the ship for departure.
Understood, Captain. And Joseph makes his way off.
I'm walking to go start untethering ropes.
Joseph makes his way to the kitchen pub area. Is Arya there?
He doesn't see her, but he sees Arlo kind of laying in front of a like a cabinet almost at the bottom.
I'm going to go to my quarters and meditate.
This woman's giving me stress.
Poor Rhodey feels like the world's against her right now.
No, I'm going to meditate to help try to recover some of this psychic damage.
That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so he goes over to Arlo and stands by the cabinet, and kind of like crosses his arms. Are you okay, Arya?
And all he hears are these sniffles under the cabinet.
Such a jerk. Making me feel bad.
You're making me kick grass.
You hurt her feelings. You should feel like the worst human being in the world. You're a terrible, terrible person. I just want you to fucking know that. You know what? I'm throwing you over the board.
Itch kind of like appears on Arya's shoulder.
Poof.
Does she know he's on her shoulder?
Well, she hears him come out of nowhere. like you know how like they had the
Oh gosh.
Hey, Arya.
Ah!
I'm waiting for it.
Nope, she's kind of like hugging her knees, and she's got her like face resting on her knees.
She's too distraught, Stacks. She's just so overwhelmed with emotion and sadness.
Are you doing the weird thing like the captain?
What do you want, Itch?
No, I'm just checking on you. Not a lot of people go in the cabinet.
I thought it would be a good place to hide.
Ooh, what are we hiding from?
Rhodey.
Brody. Oh. Should we be
Just
really
another
quiet?
game of hide and seek.
You know, the captain played hide and seek with me once, and I won because he never found me.
Is there something I can help you with, Itch?
How come you sound sad?
Because Rhodey's really upset with me.
She's upset. But she probably hasn't found you yet. That's probably why. The
That's
captain
not
seemed
it.
really upset last time when he couldn't find me.
That's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
Rhodey got mad because I helped a woman try to find her cat.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I had no idea she was there.
The
I didn't realize she was there.
cat? Question mark?
The Blood Wolf Queen.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, did you meet her?
Apparently so.
Was she nice?
Shh. Yeah, actually. I think.
I mean, that sounds right. I only met her a couple of times.
All I saw was the cat, and Rhodey said she would keep an eye out, and I just got so excited when I saw the cat. I didn't.
But you got it back to the lady, right?
Well, yeah, but I put Rhodey in danger. I put everybody in danger.
Oh, I don't think so. Y'all are back here.
Apparently not if Rhodey's upset with me.
Well, I don't think she'll be upset for long.
I hope not. I didn't mean to upset her.
But why do you think she's upset? If you did a good thing?
Because she turned into a bird and took my reward from the woman and dumped it somewhere.
You just gotta grind. You just gotta grind it in there.
It's like that pencil that's like a nub, but you still like try and sharpen it.
Yep.
Look at that last, that last one.
Oh God.
Well, maybe she wanted to find the cat more than you did. And then
That's
she
it.
was
That's
jealous that you
definitely
got
it.
the reward.
I don't think so. Rhodey's always had our crew and above everything else. Maybe I should do the same.
Well, I don't think that would be right. Then you wouldn't be Arya, and you wouldn't make nice snacks.
A little smile kind of shows up on her face. Thanks, Itch.
I know this is all stressful because, y'all talk about it literally all the time. But, if it's any benefit, I kind of like how you are, Arya. You're really nice. And I
Really?
think if you look at the big picture, if you all make it through, and you're still nice on the other end, then that's even better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna leave you to do your applesauce thing, and I'm gonna go check on everybody else. And if I see Rhodey, I'll make sure she doesn't come here so that you can hide.
And she kind of gives Itch a hug. Thank you, Itch.
Ooh, that's nice. And he kind of disappears.
Rhodey's meditated for about an hour and thought about how she handled it. And she realizes that handling Arya is going to have to be different than the way she handles, for example, Arlo or any other member of the crew.
Lindy's like, his ears are burning. Like, is this realization I'm hearing?
And she goes and she seeks out to try to find Arya.
She's still hiding in the cupboard.
Joseph has started preparing food, so Arya probably will smell nice smells coming from.
She kind of peeks out.
Ah, there you are.
Hides it in the cupboard.
Itch poofing into existence out of nowhere. Just
She's
nothing.
afraid of Rhodey right now.
So Rhodey casts polymorph one more time on herself, and she turns into the damn little gray cat. And she kind of uses her little paw, opens the cupboard door, and crawls in there with her, and kind of curls up and purrs, and curls up and tries to comfort Arya in a way that she thinks might help, as opposed to using words. So she just purrs and tries to give comfort that way.
Snickers, what are you doing on the boat?
I was hoping that she might have realized that it was actually Rhodey.
You've given this child way too much credit.
Oh my gosh.
You just hear Arlo snickering.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And
So,
using their twin telepathy, Arlo's just like, Arya, that's Rhodey. Yeah, Rhodey. She kind of looks at this cat
I gotta
and
mark
picks
my
her
spell
up.
slot.
Bad cat throws it against the wall.
No! And Arya's just like, Rhodey, I'm sorry. I didn't realize she was right there. I didn't see her. If I had known she was there, I wouldn't have gone after that cat.
Uh-oh. Now we're getting all the information. Who was right? I think Captain Lindy was right. Can Rhodey feel that? Can Rhodey feel the shame and just the sheer oh fuck, the captain was right. Please, can she please?
So
I need this.
At this point, Rhodey kind of pulls, gets out of the cupboard, kind of, knocks the door open, gets out, and reassumes her normal form, and she bends down on her knee, and she reaches in and gives Arya her hand, and says, "Come on out. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Stole my snack."
I did, to be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, I wasn't for sure that the Blood Wolf Queen wasn't that person. It could have been. There's this story that I was told as a young child about this old woman that lived in the woods. She was really a wicked witch, and she had this apple, and she poisoned it and gave it to this young girl who was beautiful, just like you are. And she did not understand that this old woman who seemed so innocent was really the wicked witch, and she poisoned her, and it made her go to sleep. Or that, yes. She fell asleep in the woods, and a group of dwarves had to put her in this glass coffin until her true love came. But I don't think we have that long to wait for your true love.
It's just all red. I don't think so either.
So I didn't know if that was really the Blood Wolf Queen in disguise. I know that the Blood Wolf Queen has very strong magical powers, and I thought that maybe she had suspected us and had lured us over there with the whole tale of the lost cat, and then maybe the cat was never lost in the beginning.
Oh.
I spent a year with her, and she is not a woman to be trusted. And I was only looking out for your safety. I was not trying to steal your bread. Here, let me help Joseph, and I'm going to make you a special batch of bread just for you, for no one else to share with it.
I hope.
And Arya nods and kind of gives Brody a hug. I'm sorry, Brody.
I'm sorry too. I'm sorry I was so harsh with you. I felt a lot of urgency in the moment, and I should have tried to give you calm, and instead I just made it worse. And I care for you, and I want you to understand that. And then my actions were not out of anger, but out of fear for your safety.
I'll try not to run off like that again.
It's okay. I don't want you to change who you are. Who you are is perfect, and I do not want to change that. I just want you to be more careful. And maybe if I give you a warning, you might heed it next time. It was not a warning that I'm going to hurt you. It was a warning that maybe someone else might.
Right.
Okay. You have to trust me, and I have to trust you. And I will do better in understanding your motives and understanding your frame of mind.
And I'll try to do the same with you.
Thank you so much. We're a wonderful crew, and I'm glad you're a part of it.
Arlo's just like, like, what about me? Like, where's my praise?
He reaches. She reaches up on the counter and grabs a raw slab of meat, maybe a steak or whatever, and throws it over to Arlo.
He just looks at the steak and then looks at her. And Arya's just like, he wants it cooked first.
All right. And I cast produce flame, and I hold it up, and but I seasoned it first with some salt and pepper and some spice, and then I throw it back down to him.
Didn't even.
I'm
Didn't
not
even
cooking
put it on a plate.
And I look at Arlo, and I say I can't speak with animals, and I say to him, I'm not cooking this beyond medium rare, young man.
Oh no, honey, that's not what I was complaining about. You couldn't have put it on a plate for me?
Oof.
Oh, I thought I did.
No, you threw it on the floor like a jerk.
That's what I did the first time. After I cooked it, I put it on a plate.
Okay,
Oh, so you
didn't
just gonna
say
give him a
that.
dirty steak.
You know, my dogs don't care.
Wow, Arlo,
Yeah, but
you're
this is
nothing but
Arlo.
an animal. You're
I didn't
an
say that out loud.
Just so everybody knows, the Disney World spans dimensions and planes of existence.
Damn it. We didn't accomplish one of our missions in this town. And I go back up to I go back up to the captain's quarters at this point. And knock on his door.
Hey, Captain.
Oh, I heard him. not even in my quarters, so we went to the wrong fucking place.
All right. And I go, oh God, let me go find where the hell he's at. Oh, well, he's right there in front of me. I go up on the deck. Captain, quit running around.
Yes, Rhodey?
So I think I've handled the situation with Arya.
Did you
And-
now?
Yes. Yes, and where the hell did you go?
He's at the.
The wheel. I'm at the helm.
God. And so I've handled the situation with Arya, and I think she understood my motives, and I better understand her. She understands that sometimes that sentiment might get in the way of safety, and that we will try to work on that, and without hurting her feelings, and for her to understand that it's not personal if I try to protect her. But I will try to be more careful in my methodology the next time in my posts.
Well, aren't we all growing as people?
Certainly, Captain.
One happy dysfunctional family.
At any
Hey man,
rate,
they don't call me dysfunctional moto for nothing.
At any rate, one of the missions that I wished to accomplish in this city has to be put on the back burner because we have to depart so hastily. I was hoping to find some silver restraints for your brother, and I was not able to accomplish that task.
Well, I guess we'll just have to be careful then.
I think we've still got another couple of weeks before the full moon, if I remember correctly. DM, is that right? 3 weeks?
Sounds about right.
I think so. Okay. All right.
All right, well, let's shove off. Go see Joseph and see if he has any input on what we should be doing next. Because I know I have a general direction, and I know that we need to head towards our drop-off point to drop off the payment for the, what was it, Ethereum? Not Ethereum.
Iridium?
Iridium, that's what it is. I always forget the fucking name. To drop off the Iridium.
It's because it's not real.
All right.
So Joseph's in the kitchen just making food. About finished as Rhodey walks up.
All right. She makes her way into the kitchen. Joseph, what is your guidance for our next destination?
I would have to say eat up. And he starts serving the food that he's prepared for y'all. We are going to need to be at our best. The captain is going to meet one of his favorite people in the entire world.
I don't know if you mean... I suspect sarcasm in that.
Yes.
And Arya, who's preparing stuff in the back, she kind of like overhears. Who's the captain's favorite person?
Right now, the captain is standing at the wheel with, like, shadows bubbling around him with anger.
Her name's Mei Lee, and she knows the captain. They go way back.
Oh.
Please explain.
Feels ears burning.
Basically, she's a spoiled, rich, cleric, young elf girl who lives at the Riviere Church, and yeah, she's known Alendi for, well, a bit. Probably maybe a day longer than me. So not that long. But of course they're best friends.
I don't think I believe you.
Oh, I
course not.
bet the captain's so excited.
Somebody should do an insight check.
He
I don't need
whispers to
to.
Rhodey, he hates her more than anything.
Arya, my dear, this is one of those times when someone says something like that, they mean the exact opposite.
Oh. Well, then why would you say something like that?
Because
Well,
I personally don't have anything against Maylee. I think she's really nice and
Oh.
sincere. However, a lot of people that she comes across she rubs the wrong way. Not intentionally, it just happens. She doesn't do anything of malice. It's kind of like you, Arya. She's actually the exact opposite of you, Arya. Imagine if you were helping kitties and saving the world and everyone still hated your guts. It's kind of like that.
Oh. Oh.
But
Let's boil it down to something that simple and dumb.
she's not, except for she's the one that's harming the kitties.
No, she doesn't.
No,
harm.
she would be saving the kitties, but she would be saving the kitties in the most annoying way possible.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, look at this kitty! Isn't it amazing? You should pet the kitty! Let's pet the kitty together!
So she's a good person.
Yeah, she just needs to be
she's-
murdered.
She's very kind-hearted.
That's very harsh. That's very harsh.
To be fair, the group that she initially came across were not necessarily well equipped with meeting her. A lot of angry sorts, much different than our group.
Okay.
But I take it the captain doesn't know where we're going.
He might.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I mean, I
I've only been there
knows
once.
where my estate is.
Exactly, there you go. Now we're catching up.
Maybe
Is it your state?
yes, my father, after he passed, willed me his property and things of that nature. You know how it is. Basically, I own a mansion in Riviere City, the town place. Nothing,
Will coffee
you know.
be there?
I'm sorry, what?
Will coffee be there?
Oh. That is a good question.
Uh-oh.
Why
Have
do
you
look
got
so
any sendings
scared?
back?
Not since when you asked.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's good or bad.
She did sound a little angry, last time, so take that as you will.
Uh-oh.
I thought you said that she was, excited to see me or something of that nature.
Oh no, she misses you.
Oh.
And she does love you very, very much.
Oopsie.
But she didn't sound too happy with
Maybe
you.
she wasn't happy that you were still gone.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I've only been gone for a couple of weeks. It can't be that bad, right? Right? Right. Arya, you're a female, right?
I have no idea.
How would you feel if someone that you liked, I mean, not saying that coffee likes me, if you adored somebody, if you found, okay, maybe, Rhodey,
Okay.
you're also a female.
I'm definitely not the person to get involved here. I've already. Yeah, you have to clean up your own mess with Arya.
I'm sorry, Joseph. I wouldn't know that. I've never had someone like that before.
Oh, well. It's a good thing you don't, because they have a long line of family members to go through to get approval.
Really?
Well, yes. I'm not gonna
Has
have.
Coffee met your family? Have you met hers?
Destiny. I have not met hers. She met my father once, back before Alindi and his crew killed him.
What?
But you know how that goes.
Aria's just looking at him like in confusion.
It's okay, Arya. He was a vampire. They thought, the worst.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I mean, he was still your dad, though.
Yeah, I mean, for vampires, he was also very nice, which is odd to say. Typically, vampires are not nice.
Right. Oh, well, if Coffee is there, I'm sure she'll be very happy to see you.
Yes, or, the opposite. You're doing the old innuendo thing, Arya. Very well put.
Huh? Arlo kind of like puts his paws over his face like...
Well, I'll go talk to the captain. You all enjoy the meal. Yep, we should be off here shortly.
Oh, no need to come find me. I was just coming in.
Captain, how are you doing? How long have you been there standing?
Oh, long enough.
Oh, nice. Were your
Captain,
ears
would you like some
burning?
food?
I would love something to eat.
As he covers his red ears.
Oh no, I was just listening to your love life.
have
Well,
a love life.
Joseph,
Bah, bah, bah.
it sounds like you're having lady problems.
You're about to have lady problems there, Lindy.
Oh,
Yeah.
is somebody sensitive on the subject?
I'm not sensitive on the subject. I just know how
It
you
sounds
blush
to
every
me
time you
like
see
you're
me.
going to have your kneecaps broken.
Hey, that's something Coffee would say. It's like I'm home.
Oh, I know it's something Coffee would say, and if she's angry with you, oh, tisk tisk, you're in trouble.
Not really. I would just put you in front of me.
That may be a good defense.
Just remember, Alindi, if I do end up with Coffee, she will be your sister-in-law.
Oh, then we must stop this. However, can I help you, Joseph? He kind of looks at Arya and winks at her with a smug smile on his face.
Your face gets all red! What was that for, Captain?
Yes, Captain. What was
Oh,
that
it wasn't
for?
anything. It wasn't. I do apologize. It wasn't like that.
So awkward. Like
Poor
how you
Arya and
doing,
her
Wink?
like, and her poor social skills.
And it's funny because she's a fucking bard. You think that they'd be very charismatic? No.
Oh my god.
Well, this is delicious.
Glad you like it, Captain.
That's Arlo's steak, Captain.
It has a gritty texture to it.
Yeah, because
And
he's
probably some slobber, too.
Well, Arlo, you definitely know how to flavor this steak, sir.
actually Rhodey cooked it.
Oh, goodness.
She's
Well, I
also
do
right
apologize.
there.
I didn't mean to eat your steak, Arlo.
Kinda like raises a brow like, yeah, okay.
As he's on the ground just like eating the steak.
I'm not on the ground. So, see, I was given food, and y'all said now I'm on the ground eating steak. Y'all fucking this all up. I
I mean, you didn't say you weren't on the ground eating things.
So we are heading to Joseph's house?
Where are we?
Hopefully,
Joseph-
if we're headed in the southeastern direction, Captain.
Where do we need to drop off the?
Yeah, well, firstly, we're gonna go drop off this payment so we can receive payment.
Right.
Once we're done with that, we'll be headed on our way to Joseph's. I guess you could call it a house. I would call it his township.
Is his state?
Well, his family owns the towns around it, so
Well, I don't really.
You
have
know,
any
he's
family anymore.
a petty little rich boy.
Petty little rich boy. Oh, you do know your mother is my mother.
She's no mother of mine.
That's not how mothers work.
But only by blood.
Mhm.
You know what they say.
What do they say, Captain?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
Blood of the colt is thicker than the water of the womb.
I feel like
Do
a lot of
people
people
say
don't
that?
say that.
Yes, because that's what they mess up the saying. People say it like blood is thicker than water, assuming that it means that the blood relatives should be closer to you and treated more respectfully than friends. But that's actually not what it means.
Everyone's
Really?
just like looking. Like... Okay.
I would like to hear more of this.
So what it actually means is the blood of the colt, the family you choose, is thicker than the water of the womb, which is your family relationships.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Captain. I still don't follow.
Meaning the friends you make should be more important to you than family.
I don't disagree.
And
with you.
because from my experience, family seems to enjoy stabbing you in the back.
But Arlo wouldn't stab me in the back.
This may be true.
And he's family.
I'd be careful.
Captain, are you really gonna pile on to her fragile state of mind at this point?
Arya, I'm just playing with you. It's just a saying. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You have nothing to worry about from Arlo. Arya.
Other than his teeth.
What?
Do I have calm emotions? Do I have that selected? Do I even have it in my list?
So Arlo goes to bite Alendi in the ass, but he moves out of the way before Arlo could do anything.
Whew! You see, I told you. The only thing you have to be worried about is the teeth part. Maybe the claws.
Arlo?
Good puppy. Just pats him on the head and then walks away.
Kind of lets out a huff before curling back up.
Kind of smugly kneels down and is like, don't forget about the Shadow Realm, my friend.
And he kind of gives him this wolfy smirk.
So you.
I forget you enjoy that place, don't you? Because the beautiful mind flare. Yeah, she's told me all about what you and her had been talking about. Aren't you just a little playboy?
And he's just like,
Good luck with
Oh,
You all
Captain,
arrived to Irvwin Village.
have we had a chance to take a long rest during this trip?
Yeah. Notably.
that. Yeah, essentially the whole trip is a long rest.
Yes.
You make it to Irvwin. I wrote down their names, I swear. Grump and Migda greet you. Oh, y'all are back. How did the shipment go?
Oh, it went swimmingly. We're just here to pick up payment.
Oh, Arya almost fell in the water.
no, I'm trying to move her.
I can't move, Lindy. Oh wait, never mind. I can. Whee! Okay, I'm good.
They're able to exchange the payment. Are you here to pick up a new shipment of iridium, or?
No, not this time. We will be back for it though.
Okay. I was going to say y'all are a bit early.
No, we figured we'd get the first shipment done as fast as we could, and we'd schedule for another shipment later.
What was the agreement? Like 150?
It was 30%.
Okay. I don't even know what math is.
I wrote it down though. It was it was 30% of 150
Platinum?
iridium.
Iridium?
Whatever we get for 150 iridium, you gave us half payment up front, so I guess that was 45 gold total. I don't know what the 150 iridium was worth, but apparently it was 45 gold.
I'll have to check, but I think one iridium's worth one platinum.
So it's platinum. So we got 22.5 platinum up front, and we're due another 22.5 platinum now.
Okay. They hand it over to the first mate. Well, y'all are definitely the most efficient suppliers we've had shipping our goods.
Well, that's great to hear. We should be back in a timely manner. We just have to go make a stop before we proceed on with any more shipments.
That sounds fair. Well, we'll be here. We'll be mining those iridium mines over in the warehouse. Should have your shipment here within the coming days.
We shall return when it is ready.
Well, we'll be off then. Have a wonderful evening.
Ari's just waiting for them to come out of the house. She's got her feet in the water, kind of like kicking her feet.
Oh yeah, Arya, this is your first time here. You were on the ship last time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the house of, I think it's Grump and Migda. They're two dwarves. They also have two friends that visit from time to time called Rick and Morty. They are goblins. Do not be afraid.
Yes, I do recall my brother writing something in the journal about this.
Oh, yes. Yes. And obviously you're familiar with Torgrin. But yeah. Other than that. Are you all set, Captain?
Yes, let's proceed back to the ship and plot a course.
Will do. And then I'll just gotta summon everybody.
But,
Y'all
like-
arrive on the ship.
And as we're taking off, as the dumpster fire, takes off, Arya's kind of like watching the island get smaller and smaller as they rise up.
It must be really nice living on an island like that.
Something's strange about it. I feel like there's a lot more to that village. However, whenever we kind of like, I would say plane shift there, I don't know, arrive there, it's almost like we only get like that small bit of where Grump and Migda live.
Still, I think it would be pretty neat to live on an island. Surrounded by beautiful water.
It's a little small for my taste. I know my cousin would like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's... Well... She's more at home in the water than I am. I am part Triton, but she grew up in the water and I grew up on land.
Sounds like you miss her.
I do. She's my best friend.
I take it you don't have any siblings, Rudy.
I don't. But we grew up. Our families got together when we were very young, and we started spending summers together. She taught me to surf, which,
What's surf?
well, so the ocean has these really large waves, and she can make waves better than I can, if there's not any natural waves. But where you ride on this board that floats, and you time it just right when the wave crests, and you can balance on top of the wave on your board. And the momentum of the wave and gravity pulls you down, but the wave is coming, always pulling up, and it propels you forward. And it's a continual thing until the wave kind of eventually grows smaller when it breaks onto the shore.
So
And
you
it's-
ride the waves on this board?
It's an absolute blast. She's much better at it than I am, and I did enjoy doing it growing up with her.
Brody, you think you could teach me sometime?
I'd love to, Arya.
That
I would
sounds a
love
lot
to.
of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and I hope to see her again. I really would like to see her again after this year's over.
I'm sure you will see her again.
So y'all,
I am too.
y'all
Okay.
continue to kind of fly in that direction. Every once in a while, Joseph will point out to Alindy that he's going too far left or right, and then they'll get back on point. Alindy, I have a question.
And I don't want to answer.
Obviously. So, take Arya and Arlo for instance. I would think their sibling bond is pretty strong, would you say?
Oh, don't tell me you're going to get mushy about our brotherly bond.
Well, that's what I was going to point out. I don't know if we have that strong of a brotherly bond, if I am being so bold. It's mostly because we're
Oh.
just learning about each other.
Oh, boldness, huh?
To be fair, Alindy, I don't know much about you.
Well, I grew up on the streets, just living life. Lost friends. And now I'm here. That simple.
I feel like that's the Cliff Note version. Maybe one day you'll enlighten me to a little more about yourself.
Maybe one day. We'll see. Why are you asking me these questions all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. I feel that if we're going to be in this for the year, we should make the most of it.
He's still smiling, but you could tell something's wrong.
Insight check.
Today's-
An advantage!
Why is there advantage?
Because he said you know something's up. You know he's hiding something.
I mean,
He said it.
I'll roll with advantage if that's what we're gonna do. 12. I'm not gonna be
You
able
just-
to read a Lindy.
Yeah, you can
He's
just
like
tell
the
that
deception queen.
I am. No, but he let the facade slip enough to where you could tell, like, asking him about his past really hurts.
I mean, you don't have to tell me anything about the past, the old times.
Well, then why would you ask? Haha.
I feel that it might be beneficial. I mean,
Rhodey so much really wants to stay for this conversation, but she feels that she's probably intruding, and she makes her way to the front of the ship.
okay.
Listen, Joseph. I've lost a lot of people in my past, and I don't think bringing them up was a very good idea.
That's understandable. A lot of bloodshed is notably in my past as well. Some things that I'm not too proud of that were out of my hands, but such as how I originally died. But yeah, I can see how all that comes into play. It's hard to open up old wounds, as they say. I'm sure someone says that.
His where his sword is sheathed on his side, you can see like him like gripping his sword as hard as he can. He's like white knuckled gripping his sword, but he still has a smile on his face.
You know, Alindy, not everything in the world wants to hurt you.
Well, you can tell that to all the people I know who've died.
Fair point. But I don't know, maybe I'm being weird, maybe I'm just enjoying this road trip of ours, but one day I hope the two of us can build a better family than what cards we were dealt in life.
Oh, are you going to propose to me? That's kind of weird, considering I'm your brother. And his hand loosens up on his sword.
Not exactly the direction I was going. Also, more left there, Captain.
Oh, you wound me. No love? Tisk tisk.
Hey, as long as you don't marry Mainly, we'll both be fine.
He pulls out a gun and points it under his chin. If you ever suggest that again, we may have a problem.
Did I hit a chord there, Captain?
Oh, you hit more than a chord, my friend.
Alright,
no,
I'll go from having siblings to being an only child very, very fast.
Did I interrupt something?
Oh no, Arya, this is
Hello, Arya. He like slings his pistol around his finger and throws it back in his little fucking holster. You walked in at the perfect time. I'm going to get a snack and head to the captain's quarters. Would you mind keeping Joseph company? I'll be back.
Oh,
Just walks off.
okay.
It's fine, Arya.
Joseph, you want a drink?
She just has a bunch of drinks on a tray.
Where did you get these from?
From the storage area?
I mean, well, you know
Where's all the rum gone? Who is drinking all the... Oh, hello. Is that for me? I'll take that. Thank you, Arya. I am headed out.
Okay.
Joseph takes one of the wine glasses, Arya, tomorrow, I don't want you lifting a single finger. We are going to wait on you. Or
What?
is that how it goes?
But I'm in charge of the kitchen.
This is a high up order, Arya. We cannot refuse captain's orders.
But I
Tomorrow
didn't
you
hear
are
the
to
captain.
relax completely. I will not see not a single glass, dish, anything in your hand unless it is to consume.
But I really need to make
Nope,
dinner for
not a thing.
tomorrow.
Nope. Tomorrow
Joseph,
is Arya's day off.
But I don't have
I've
a
written
day
in
off.
books. We have to keep the schedule. Must be a thing.
But
Arya, and she walks up at this time. Arya, listen, I will make dinner tomorrow. I will take care of all the meals tomorrow.
But Rhodey, I'm in charge of the kitchen.
I know.
Don't-
You
don't
tell me
you-
what you want me to cook. You can be in charge of me tomorrow.
But don't you have other duties?
I can handle them.
But that's not.
You know, I
Fair.
pretend like my duties are more important than they really are sometimes. I think the captain can relay his orders to all his crew with his mind. I pretend like I'm needed for that, but you know, I'm just here to make sure you're happy. And one
Well,
of those.
I am perfectly happy serving you guys food.
Okay, but tomorrow's your day off.
Yes, it is. And I'm pretty sure I heard the captain say that he's going to teach you how to fly the airship tomorrow, so you're going to be busy. You know.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yep, he's going to teach you how to fly this bad baby.
Arlo lifts up his head like, excuse me?
He won't make you bring it into port or anything. He'll
No,
let you
no.
fly it, out in the open.
I
We
don't
we
know
all
if
have
that's
to be
such a good
versed in
idea.
it, Arya, in case,
well,
situations take place.
Overwhelming this poor girl. Oh my god, y'all are killing her.
It's just her entire face is red as they're like, yeah, you're gonna do this. Oh, yeah, you're gonna do that. Oh, yeah, you're gonna take a day off. Yeah. She's just like, what?
It's a fun day. It's a fun day.
fun
It's
day.
meant to be fun. You know, when you're a kid riding your horse with your family on the horseback and you're never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sure I shouldn't have brought up family. Okay. I want you to tell me what you want to do tomorrow. Besides serving the crew. What do you want to do? What would be fun for you? That doesn't involve work.
I have an idea.
I think won't we be at your estate tomorrow, Joseph? When do we arrive?
Oh, we should arrive by the night, but that's nothing to worry about. Should still be able to apply the Arya no work day just as well.
Okay. She can be served on by your staff.
Oh, they're all dead.
Wow, way to
Alindy
shirk
killed them all.
responsibility.
Alindy's crew, I'm sorry. His friends killed them all. He thought
We're
they
not
were
gonna
zombies.
talk about we're not gonna talk about how Coffee was one of those members.
They were not, in fact, zombies.
Yeah, just make Lindy look like the bad guy all the time.
So, we might have some shadow crew at the manor. I'll have to talk to Alindy, see if he'll assist.
So this
Wait, if-
this coffee woman is. What's the situation there?
We've been through a lot. I've died, she's died. Kind of stopped keeping track, especially when it comes to Alindy. He's died a lot. But
Do you love her?
Ooh, touchy subject.
His glass shakes slightly in his hand as he hushily takes a sip. Well, I
You're not afraid of her, are you?
Does she hurt
No.
you, Joseph?
She's the
She
nicest.
beat you?
I mean, obviously she's very violent towards Lindy, but you know, you've met the captain. But no, she's amazing. Actually, she's the most amazing person I've ever met, if I'm being honest.
Well, all right then. I look forward to meeting her.
Same. As he hears ringing in the ears again.
And we've had dinner. We've had dinner, so it's coming on night soon.
Mm-hmm. Rhodey, can I ask you something?
Of course.
And he like takes her to the side. I know we don't have waves per se, but if I were able to come up with a kind of air glider board similar, do you think
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Like
Arya
maybe-
would also like to try in on that?
I'm certain. As soon as I get comfortable with it and feel like it's safe, then I would certainly be glad to work with her on it. I think that would be a wonderful idea.
Nice.
Are you able to come up with something like that?
Oh, I think I have something at the manor that might be able to fulfill that.
Okay.
But we'll keep it hush-hush for Arya. I think we've overly taxed her with a bunch of things.
I think you're right.
And nighttime arrives not too long after. And you kind of arrive over the estate. And you see this like large mansion, outside like gazebo area. There's a maze garden, there's a graveyard over to the side. Like, it's a pretty extensive property. As you all kind of like land the airship away from the fountain, away from most of the main structural area, but you all land without any issues. Alindy, I think we would be able to find Meili in the morning at the church. We can kind of get set up here for the night, unless you want to sleep on the ship.
No, we can stay in the mansion. That works for me. I would like a nice, comfortable bed for the night.
Okay, well, I'll give everyone the tour and we'll go from there. Also, I told Arya that you're going to teach her how to fly the airship tomorrow. Hope that's not a problem.
You did
like,
what?
Joseph leads y'all into the manor.
She's just gonna steer it for a little bit. I don't think it's anything more than that.
It's typically precautionary, Captain. I mean, if anything were to happen to us and Arya's the only one that can fly the ship to collect us, at least she can get it in the general vicinity of us. And we can go from there.
He's just rubbing his forehead. Whatever. Then, I guess since you've already promised her that I'd do it, I guess I'll do it.
Yes, and it's good bonding with your ship.
Do you have wingy boots?
No, I do not.
Pushes him off the ship.
Wait. What?
You're not even near the edge.
I'm not even doing that. Think you going to throw me off the ship? I got something for you. Are you really
Joseph.
throwing me off the ship?
Joseph, can you walk with me for a second?
Yeah.
Walks him
down
to
this
the edge.
completely straight, narrow way that is not any way at the sides of the ship at all.
I walk him to the front of the ship where that's just that one narrow plank going off the front.
Except for Ari's up there. I mean, Rhodey's up there.
Yes, Captain.
Pushes him off the ship.
Oh my God. Are you really doing this?
Yes.
I cast polymorph. He turns into a giant eagle.
He poops on Alindy's shoulder.
LND dodges.
You can't dodge poop.
Yes,
Poop
I can.
has no AC.
That's sad.
He keeps pooping.
And I just keep dodging. I just keep dodging with a smile on my face.
We don't
Oh,
call it
Joseph,
the
I would have
dumpster
saved
fire
you.
for nothing.
I would have saved you. I wasn't gonna let you die. Not this time, at least.
Squawk!
If you squawk at me one more time, I'll shoot you out of the air, you little turd.
Squawk.
Ready the cannons!
Oh my God.
Captain.
Fine, Rhodey, I'll leave him alone.
You all make it off the airship down to the estate grounds. He can shift back to regular form at any time, right?
No, I think I as soon as we get down though, I'll change
Okay.
him back when he's out of danger.
He lands. He's like, "Thank you, Rhodey. Allow me to show you the estate."
Joseph, before we walk in, come here. Let me get that feather off your shirt for you.
Oh, yes.
Takes a feather off his jacket. There you go. I got it for you. Don't worry. Isn't this what brothers are for?
Yes, exactly. What I imagined for having a brother. Shall we show everyone in?
It's not my house.
I mean, you have a room here. Well, you do now.
Oh, well, how nice of you. Thank you for that.
Sure, Captain.
How generous of you.
Yes. Could you do me a favor?
If you're gonna ask me to die, I mean, I can do that, but I
No,
won't.
No. Can you just transfer the crew from the ship into the manor to do some of the basic things?
Yes, I will transfer them.
Okay.
And then he...
What's that?
That's the sound of the shadow taking them into the fucking page.
So you all make it into this very elaborate manor. There's a long hallway. There's a piano room. There's a study office. There's another study office. There's a large banquet dining hall.
Is there a Tailspire map for this? Because I don't see it.
No, there will not be. A
Oh,
for
so you're just
Theater
slacking.
of the mind. Theater of the mind. But yeah, essentially, he also leads you all into your own separate rooms that are all very lush and doesn't even feel like a guest room per se. They kind of have like enough personality in each one to make it seem unique. But yeah, as you all kind of get ready for the night, is there anything in particular that you all want to do?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go meditate.
Okay.
Prepare myself to see the bitch.
Itch is next to you, and he has like his eyes crossed over themselves. He's like, "Look, Captain, I'm like you. I'm meditating."
Good job, Itch. I'm so proud of you. Now shut your mouth, because that's the whole point of meditation.
Ooh, okay.
Perfect.
Anything from the other Arlo or Rhodey? Okay.
No. Arlo's probably just gonna chill out in his room.
Okay. On that note, ladies and gents, we are going to call it for this episode. The next episode, bear with us. We'll figure out when it's going to be, but we'll make sure you all know so you know to be here. But yeah, that is episode 4. I think Blood and Family. So
We gonna get into the nitty gritty soon. I can feel it.
oh, y'all get
I'm
to
actually.
meet
I'm looking forward
Maylee,
to.
and it's gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to meeting Maylee and Coffee.
I hate Maylee.
I don't know if Coffee's gonna be there, but Melee definitely.
Oh goodness, saucy.
Potato. Oh, Maylee, why?
Okay.
Why hath God forsaken thee?
Can I raid somebody? I would like to raid.
Are you gonna put it on the ending screen or what? Are we just?
Oh, fine,
We're not
whatever. I mean,
we're not
you're
doing
gonna
that
be
anymore?
talking for like 5 minutes anyway, but
We're always
there you go.
talking. Hey, Sarah, did you notice that he kicked us out of our messenger group?
Well, those are the ones that are like dead, so I closed out all those.
Wow. So you're dead to him.
Wait, what? On Discord?
No, on Messenger.
Oh, on Messenger.
Because I was doing updates on Messenger, on Discord.
Oh,
and
he was
on
doing
Discord
updates all over
chat,
the place.
And I was just like, no.
Yeah, but that was like our just regular group that we talk in. And then
because
he
we
just
still have the
booted
Three
us.
Musketeers one, I think.
And then he just booted us out of it like we were nothing, like we were
Well,
trash.
We are gonna raid the Fable 42. Tell them hi, how you doing, and go from there.
Ooh. What do they have going on tonight?
Legends.
Oh, it's Monday. It's Legends of
It's
Shalgol.
Legends of Shalgol Day.
That's right.
But here we go. See you all next time.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye. See you